Hey guys, Chris with Token Vaping. I'm floored. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised. Every so often, you come across something that just completely catches you off guard, regardless of whatever it is, whether it's vaping or anything else. And today's flavor review is just one of those things. It is a definite proof that you cannot judge a book by its cover in any way, shape, or form. This is something that I admit I'm guilty of not expecting this to have happened. This is a line that completely blew me away. Anybody that vapes, there are certain companies that stick out in mind as soon as somebody says, "Hey, what's a good line to try?" There's always going to be 3 or 4 that most people all can agree is one of the better companies out there. You all need to change the way that comes out now, because if you try this line, I'm telling you, you're gonna add this into that group. Without further ado, the company that I'm talking about right now, Fatality Elixirs. Yes, it is a simple label. Do not let that fool you. Do not let that fool you. One of the main reasons why I am so impressed with this line right now, they were created in 2015. That's this year. They were created by a gentleman named Stephen McCrate, who, like most people behind a juice line, was basically just trying to figure out how to get a high quality, high profile flavor to everybody without charging an arm and a leg for it. I don't know how he did it. I don't know what he did, but he definitely hit with this. FatalityElixirs.com. If you go to the site, they have their line there. Normally, when I do these reviews, especially if a company blesses me with more than one flavor to try for the review, I always try to pick one out of the line that I like the most, or that I gravitate towards the most. I'll be honest with you. This is the first time that I've come across an entire line that I could pick any one of the flavors. They granted me 4 of them to try. Sadly, the one that I didn't have the opportunity to try is the one that I would have actually picked first. However, all 4 of the flavors are dead on. They're on point. They're flavorful, they're fruitful, they're full of flavor. There's no shortage of flavor in this line whatsoever. Cloud protection is definitely there as well. This is a very well solid, put together line. I can't say that enough. It is an amazing line, and I don't want to keep going too on point with that, because then it's going to start sounding a little biased. But all 4 flavors that I tried, I thoroughly enjoyed all 4 flavors. All of them tasted the way that they're supposed to. All of them had an abundance of flavor, but just the right amount of abundance so that it wasn't too much. The one thing nobody will ever be able to say about trying this is that they can't taste it. Because if you can't taste this, you have no taste. I mean, there's just, they definitely put the time and effort into this. If you go to their site, they only offer the 30 ml bottles, which is actually really cool. This is the bottle, glass bottle, sealed, child safety cap, label, flavor name. I think that's the, yep, ingredients, warning labels, and then their nick level. Even if you are one of those people that does not try something new every so often, and you find a couple of flavors that you like and you stick to it, you have to try this line. Everybody. Unless you absolutely do not like these types of flavors, if you vape, you need to try this line. Even if you don't vape, if you smoke, try it anyway. Now, if you don't do either, do not get me wrong, if you don't vape or smoke, don't start. If you do either one, especially if you vape, you need to try this line. Like I said, they offer 5 flavors. Chaos, which is a cantaloupe, mango, and other tropical fruits thrown in with a marshmallow exhale. Definitely nice mix on there. It's pretty much, it's like having a tropical slushy with a marshmallow exhale. I mean, that's the easiest way to explain it, but it actually works. The Apocalypse, sweet strawberries and cream with a dash of whipped cream. Out of the 4, if I had to pick one, that would have been it, because the one I would have picked, unfortunately, I didn't have the honor and pleasure of trying. But dead on. Strawberries and cream all the way through. The exhale of it is perfect whipped cream, just with a light fluff to it. Amazing. The Juggernaut, which is a Bananas Foster and caramel. I've only had Bananas Fosters once, but it is, you definitely taste the bananas in this. It is a definite dessert vape by every stretch of the imagination. You think dessert vape, that flavor pretty much covers it. Excuse me. And the Gallows, which is the one that I just showed you, that is basically tastes like a very fruity cereal that everybody knows and loves, and it has hints of berries and marshmallow. So they kind of combine 2 of them, but you definitely taste the cereal in that. That was the first thing I tasted when I vaped it, and it was an instant flashback. And then the one that I wish I could have tried is the Helix, which is a New York cheesecake drizzled with hints of blueberry. Love the cheesecake. That's just me. Like I said, they do offer the 30 ml bottles for $10. $10. 30 mils, $10. Can't beat that deal. They also offer the full set of 5 of them for $40. So basically, you're saving $10 if you buy the entire set. They do offer all of these in a 3 nick. On their website, the Apocalypse was the only one that had a 6 milligram option. I have seen on a couple other websites that they do offer a 3 and a 6. So I believe they're still experimenting with the different levels and finding out what works for them, what doesn't. However, since I vape a 3, this works out perfectly. It's just an overabundance of what people are wanting in a vape, at least for me. For me, this would definitely be a very good go-to choice. Like I said, not a single one of them could I say something about that isn't a positive boost. Mr. McCrate, everybody else that you have working with you, you guys definitely found something in this. I'm going to show you the cloud production on that. I apologize because I don't want to keep going off, because then basically kind of sounds like I'm being overly biased, but this is just a very solid line. And it's a sleeper hit, honestly. If you match this up with some of the other bigger names that are out there and you line them all up side by side, more than likely this would probably get overlooked unless somebody has tried it. I'm telling you, if you don't try this line, you're doing an injustice, and you're missing out on something that would most definitely be an addition to any collection to make a full line. If you don't have this in your lineup, you definitely are missing something to it. But again, with the Apocalypse on a 56. Do you see all that? Yes. There's a whipped cream. Definitely strawberries on the entry. You get that strawberries and cream, but that there is a difference between like a creaminess or like a cream in a flavor, and then on the exhale having the actual whipped cream. Especially if you've ever had some whipped cream from somebody who actually knows how to make whipped cream. It definitely is on point. My grandmother used to do that for a lot of pies and stuff that she made when I was a kid. I'm in love with this line. I am. If they offered bigger size bottles, it would definitely be worth the investment. I'm glad that they offer 30 mils as more of the option instead of 15s, because I promise you, if you are into these types of flavors, I mean really into these types of flavors, you'd go through a 15 ml bottle in half a day. I know I would. These are definite all-day vapes. These are definite. Once you try them, I can see more people wanting to just order the set on a regular basis instead of per bottle, because you're gonna like them all. They're that good. You pretty much will probably go through them depending on how much you vape. It's just the combination of everything that they work, like even the Chaos. It's a great name because it's got a lot of different things going on in the flavor, yet you taste all of it and it all melts. There is not a point in it where it is separate, to where you pick everything out, but then it just goes in stages. It is all fluidly mixed together. Like I said, my hat's off to this company. Whatever they did, they definitely did right. For all intents and purposes, you know, I try to stay down the middle. I try to stay as unbiased sounding as I can. However, yeah, this definitely has jumped to the top of my list as one of my favorite lines. And I've had the pleasure of trying quite a few, even with other people, you know, coming to me and saying, hey, you should try this out. I just picked this up. It's really good. Not one of these flavors would I not suggest to somebody. I definitely am going to do what I can to help get this line out there, because like I said, you know, there are certain companies out there that have all the backing to be able to do all the marketing, to do all the advertising, to do all of the, you know, this is what we got, big. And then you get this company, who people would look at and be like, it must be, it looks like a local one, or it doesn't look like somebody that, you know, is able to match up with the big boys. Very wrong. I couldn't think of the word. It would be a sore misunderstanding. Flavor wise, these match up to pretty much anybody that I've tried. Enjoyment wise, like I said, they have definitely jumped to the top of my list. Overall, I have 4 lines that I really enjoy, and I have enjoyed pretty much anything and everything that they've come out with. This now has joined that family, and I'd almost say it might push one of them out. I hate to say that, but I've definitely become a fan of this line. But if you like any types of those flavors at all, there is not one thing about the flavors that I can say would be a negative. There's no throat kick. There's no harshness to this whatsoever. I have tried these on different settings. For the sake of this, just to show you, I'll take it up to 65. Awesome Clouds flavor is so on point and overly abundant. No harshness, no throat kick, no overly oversweet. It is just an amazing vape. That's the best I can. That's the best I can say. I could say that all day about this line, actually. I'm sorry that I haven't tried this line sooner, actually. But I will definitely be, you know, trying to help other people realize how great this line is, because it is a very, very, very enjoyable vape flavor company, everything. But again, like I said, it just goes to show you that you don't need all the money in the world. You don't have to have all the bells and whistles and the pomps and circumstances and everything to go along with a line to make it good. You know, there are a lot of companies out there that have all that because their line is that good. This is a company that doesn't need it. We just need to get it out there more. So if you have the chance to try them, try them. I'm telling you, no disappointment whatsoever, unless you absolutely do not like these flavors. And I don't really see anybody that can absolutely say they hate every single one of these types of flavors. If you like dessert flavors at all, if you like cereal flavors, if you like fruit flavors, if you like... About the only people I could say that probably may not like this is if you're a hardcore tobacco and or menthol person. But other than that, no. Again, Fatality Elixirs, fatalityelixirs.com. Go to their website, go to their Facebook, go to their Instagram. Like, subscribe, hit follow, anything and everything. Definitely try to get their name better known. They are a well put together company. The attention to make sure that everything is covered on the bottles and their labels and their safety seals and warning labels and everything like that is definitely there. You can definitely taste the commitment and the love that they put into this brand. Definitely need to get this out there. It's definitely worth it. Beyond that, I can't thank you guys enough. I am so honored and blessed to have been able to try this Fatality Elixirs. Thank you very much. You definitely have a new fan, like for good. But you know, I enjoy doing this every day. Every day that I'm still able to do this, I'm thankful and blessed. If I can get one person to switch over to vaping, one person to find that one flavor that makes them want to stay vaping, one person that can basically find something that says, you know what, thank you. It was I heard you had told me something, or I saw something on your video that basically made me want to try this, and it helped everything. That makes me feel good. Even if I just give somebody else another option, you know, and say, well, I've been using this line my entire life, but now I have something else that I can kind of pick from. Thank you for that. But again, anything and everything that I can possibly do to help this vaping community, I would love to be able to do. So if there's anything out there that you guys want me to try, anything you guys want me to look into, anything you guys want to know about that you may not be able to get, tokenvaping@gmail.com, Instagram, Facebook. Shoot me a message, shoot me a like, shoot me a follow, shoot me an email, something. And I will definitely do what I can to try to help. Again, guys, Fatality Elixirs, Chris with tokenvaping@gmail.com. Can't say enough. Thank you very much. This was one of my most enjoyable lines to have tried. I appreciate it with all my heart. Guys, until next time, vape on, vape strong.